sure you stick around because we're only getting warmed up.
Oh my
I kept the
gosh.
faith, keeping the faith. You got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Aaron back with Rainier Arms. I appreciate you guys tuning back in with us. Today we've got something that's actually sitting in this bag. Don't worry, it's not that. It is, however, the MDP-9 from Angstadt Arms. We'll go ahead and show. This is a clear gun. Just wanted to kind of show you with an empty magazine how well it actually fits. So for those of you that attended SHOT Show or even just kind of paid attention to social media, back in 2019, this was going to be the hot ticket item. Unfortunately, when 2020 hit and everything, Angstadt had to focus on what they already had their machines set up to roll with in order to keep up with the demand. So this MDP-9 kind of took a back seat with what was going on. However, now that we're in 2022, here it is, they're rolling with it. So let's take the time, let's go over this gun as it sits right now. We'll just go ahead and start at the very tip with the muzzle device. We'll work our way all the way back and kind of go over some of the functions and features that this does have. So very first thing I want to go over is going to be the tri-lug adapter that's on the barrel. The nice thing about this is tri-lug is very, very quick in order to put on and take off any tri-lug adapted suppressor. However, for those of you that like direct thread, this is actually threaded on, so you do have the option to run that 1/2 inch by 28 direct thread option for any of your suppressors as well. As we move back into the gun, we've got a 5.5 inch barrel from Ballistic Advantage. Great little barrel, allowed me to have quite a bit of fun while shooting, keeping groups nice and tight. Going up to the upper itself, this is going to be fully monolithic. So if you wanted to, might be able to just throw yourself a laser aiming device on here, have some fun under night vision with it as well. Now you do have several QD mounts on this firearm, so you're going to have one on both sides of the gun, and then you're also going to have the option to put one on the end of the gun as well. So even if you choose not to run with a brace like this one has right here, you have an option to run a sling, just 1 point here, or you could even, if you really wanted to, run a 2-point on this if you so choose. One of my favorite but also kind of awe moments with this gun is going to be the charging handle itself. So this is going to be a non-reciprocating charging handle. So even when you get up on the gun, you're holding it, you don't have to worry about that thing coming back and smacking you. However, the downside to it, you don't get to pull it back, lock it up, and give it that good old HK slap, right? So the lower itself is actually set up off of an AR-9 lower that accepts Glock mags. So not only do you have the readily available Glock mags that you can find anywhere and everywhere in different sizes and everything like that, you also now have the option to change out safeties, triggers, add different extensions as far as bolt locks, all kinds of different options for grips, everything. So as far as what you can go ahead and attach to this firearm, this is going to be a 1913 brace from SB Tactical. It goes along really nice as far as keeping that skeletonized look, as well as keeping it nice and light back here. The plus side about this is any 1913 adapter is going to go on here. So whether you go with something that folds or not, it's completely up to you. But folded, this does allow you to keep it nice and small, lightweight, compact. Like I said, it was in the backpack, right? So a normal backpack, you don't have to worry about getting something that's huge, made specifically for guns. This is going to fit in there nice and neat, allow you to keep it as a truck gun or just keep it on your person in a backpack and carry it wherever you might need it. So with this firearm, one of the biggest features is going to be the fact that it's a roller delayed system similar to an MP5. Now with that system, you may be wondering, well, I've never broke down a roller delayed system. I wanted to go over that and show you guys real fast how easy it actually is. Because it breaks down like an AR-15, you're just going to go ahead and pop that rear pin, and you can go ahead and just bring your upper straight up, right? At that point, you're going to go ahead and push down on this little tab and pull it back. That's just gonna go ahead and release that tension right there. At that point, this thing is ready to pop right out. So with this roller delayed system and how simple it is to go ahead and pop this out, as far as disassembly and cleaning, this is it. At this point, wipe this down, go ahead and grease whatever you need to grease, lube whatever you need to lube, and then go ahead, put it back in, push this down again, add that tension, close, pin in, you're ready to roll. First appearances right before we get ready to shoot. Once again, it's a super light gun. I mean, the thing feels like it's gonna have a ton of recoil. It just doesn't feel very bulky, which would be nice. We'll see how it shoots, but I guess if you're running it in a backpack or something like that, it wouldn't take up a whole lot of extra weight. But let's go ahead and get a mag in and let's take it for a spin. All right, so that roller delay back system, definitely pretty nice, really smooth when you're shooting it. Not a whole lot of felt recoil. If you had the SBR version, you could shoulder this thing. Holy cow, you could run this crazy fast. But I wanna shoot it suppressed. So let's go ahead and get our can going. We're clear, so we're gonna go ahead and go on. Just like that. And I don't know about anybody else, but best way to shoot suppressed is to start getting this thing hot, in my opinion. Best way to get it hot is to run a bunch of ammo. So let's make it happen. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's so quiet. We're in an indoor range, obviously, right? This thing is so quiet, I'm hearing the 9mm slapping the paper right now. Little choo-choo train going. Final thoughts for me, guys. This is such a fun little gun. Definitely a lot more fun suppressed. Stupid quiet whenever you throw a suppressor on, but with that tri-lug adapter, you can go ahead and throw that thing on pretty quick, get it in, do whatever you want to do, have quite a bit of fun with it. This is, I don't want to give this back. Can we just keep it? Once again, thank you guys for tuning in with us today. We'll make sure to see you next week. Special thank you to Angstadt for allowing us the opportunity to play with this weapon of theirs. And if you haven't, definitely make sure to check these things out. They're a ton of fun to shoot. They're crazy fun to shoot suppressed. And that roller delayed system just allows them to float beautifully.